Today I'm going to be showing you the absolute easiest way to make an extra $15,000 with zero money, zero experience, and zero risk by wholesaling pre-foreclosures. You don't need to flip a house. You don't need to take out a loan. You don't even need to be an expert in your market. Instead, you're going to become the bridge. You're going to help a distressed homeowner get out of a tough situation, and then you're going to create an opportunity for a buyer. Before we get into the steps, let's quickly break down what the foreclosure process is. Timing is everything when it comes to wholesaling pre-foreclosures. Number one is going to be that notice of default. This is the pre-foreclosure stage. This is where the opportunities lie. The homeowner is falling behind on their payments and the bank has filed a notice of default. These essentially are legal actions towards getting the property back, and these notices are public record. This is your moment to step in and help them get out of a tough situation. Number two is going to be the auction. So it goes from a pre-foreclosure, right, that notice, into the auction. If the homeowner doesn't resolve the situation, typically within 90 days, the property will go to auction. So speed on the front end is going to be critical. Number three is going to be the bank ownership, or REO, real estate owned. This is when the bank owns the property. Your opportunity to help the homeowner is gone. Your goal should always be to act during the pre-foreclosure stage. The first step to success is going to be building your list. You can't help people if you don't know who needs it. Use tools like Property Radar, PropStream, CRS, or even foreclosure.com to pull a list of properties that all have been served a notice of default. Public records in your county can also provide this information. And here's a pro tip. A lot of these platforms actually offer free trials. So you could use your trial, export the list, and then you're good to go. Look for properties that have equity or homes that are close to the auction, because these are going to be the most motivated sellers, the low-hanging fruit. All right, so now that you have that list, it's time to skip trace. And what does that even mean? Essentially, where you're going to be able to find the homeowner's contact information. Services like batch skip tracing, REI Skip, or my favorite Skip Matrix, they're going to help you with this information. Skip Matrix actually goes a step further by giving you the contact info for the family members tied to the property. Often these homeowners may have passed away or their heirs are overwhelmed and not knowing what to do with the property. Reach out to them. They're often the ones who need the help the most. All right, so now you have a list, you have them skip trace, you have their contact information, you have their phone numbers, you have their emails. Step three is going to be to reach out to them and to build rapport. This is where the magic happens. It's time to make the contact. But let me be clear, this step is not about pushing for a sale. It's about listening and building trust. So you're going to introduce yourself, explain that you specialize in helping homeowners avoid foreclosure. And this is what I say. Hello, yes, is this John? They'll say yes. Yeah, I know this call is out of the blue, but I was calling about a property that I believe you own, 123 Main Street. We help people avoid foreclosure on the record. We keep their credit intact, and we also put cash in your pocket. At this point, you have to listen to them. You have to listen to the story of how they got there. Everyone has a story and how they ended up in this situation. And here's the most important part. You have to remove your interest from the deal. If they could reinstate the loan or they could get a better offer before the auction, be genuinely happy for them. Focus on helping first. And this is going to help you build that trust that's going to lead to deals. Too many people push too hard for the sale and they end up having what's called commission breath. This is going to repel people that already have tons of people reaching out to them asking for money. If you could prove to them that you're not out for their money, but you're out to help them and put some money in their pocket, this is absolutely going to separate you from almost everyone out there. When a homeowner is open to selling, it's time to run the numbers. And here's the formula that I use. So you're going to want to determine the after repair value, the ARV. Once you have that, you multiply it by 0.75. And then you subtract the estimated repair costs, and then you subtract your profit margin. What we typically shoot for is 15,000. And then what's left is your maximum offer. You have to be transparent about what you could do. And if it's not a good fit, let them explore other options. But if the numbers do work for everyone, where they're avoiding foreclosure, where you put cash in their pocket, you get a deal that has profit on it, you lock it up. Step 5 is going to be to get a cash buyer and assign that contract. At this point, it's a straightforward wholesale deal. Reach out to your network. If you don't have a network yet, be sure to use Facebook groups or Bigger Pockets, or even go to a local investor meetup and just market the deal. Ideally, you want to have someone already lined up, especially because these have to move fast to get it to closing before the auction date. So you assign the contract, you collect your fee, and then you close the deal. And here's a pro tip. Always close a few days before the auction date. If the balance isn't sent to the lender in time, the deal blows up. No one wins except the bank, and you don't want that. If the auction day is tight, tell the homeowner to call the lender and request a 30-day extension. Banks are usually willing to grant this, which gives you a little bit more breathing room to get the deal done. All right, so those are the 5 steps. Here's the thing about the mindset and a few key takeaways. This strategy only works if you approach it with the right mindset. You're not going to get every deal, and that's okay. You have to be genuinely happy when homeowners find a way to save their homes or to get more money, a better offer. The key is to help people who need your service. And trust me, there are people that need your services. I've had homeowners tell me, I don't know what I would have done without you. And yes, you can make great money while doing this, and it's a great byproduct, but focusing on helping people, that's how you get there. If you want to know the exact script that I use to talk to homeowners, drop a comment below and I'll send it to you for free. Remember, who you were yesterday doesn't have to be who you are today. Go out there and crush it. Let's go.